Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today I want to focus in on all of you sellers that sell using print on demand. There's something that I've touched on in previous videos, but I really wanted to explore more deeply and get the point across to you, because I see every day, every week, every month in my consultancy, Etsy sellers coming to me with their print on demand stores and their new stores, their growing stores, and they've all kind of got the same problem. And the problem is quite simply the effort being put in for these stores is too low. You know, big mistakes like trying to launch a brand on Etsy with no brand following. So you have a brand name, right? You're trying to sell your brand name. It doesn't work. You won't make any sales because nobody can make that emotional connection to your brand. They don't know who you are. You've got no history with your customers. You know, I see that a lot, these big mistakes that Etsy POD sellers are making. So I just want to highlight, really drive home what the issue is and why so many of you are failing with print on demand. So the first thing is, I would say there are 2 to 4 million sellers using print on demand on Etsy. That is an absolutely massive number. So understand that first. You're going in amongst all these other guys, right? And you're all using the same 6 to 12 companies to do this, right? There's more coming, there's more, you know, it's breaking out now, but still, you're all kind of selling the same stuff, right? And I did highlight in a previous video about something called HPod, hybrid print on demand, where you don't sync your store to Etsy. That allows you to broaden your horizons to find other products that not everyone else is selling. But look, you're going in here against all these people, right? And you're all kind of selling the same thing, same kinds of products, and you're all kind of selling the same designs because you just look at what everyone else is doing and go, well, I'm going to do that as well, right? So it's already a massively crowded, competitive space. And here's the problem with this. You think because YouTube and Instagram and TikTok tell you it's an easier way to start to run a business on Etsy and start to make money. But actually, it's way harder. It's much harder to succeed with print on demand than doing a genuine handmade business. It's way harder. And this is the reason why. So here's the thinking behind what I'm telling you. So this is a fact. Production of your products has moved to the POD supplier, right? You know, Printful, Printify, Guten, whoever. Production has moved to the POD supplier. If you were trying to, let's take a t-shirt business. You want to do t-shirts on Etsy, right? 20 years ago, you would have had to have the printing presses, the computers, maybe staff to help pack the orders and so on. You would have spent thousands on doing the job that the POD supplier does. You would have spent loads of money. There's no other way to do it. But now they take care of that for you. So the thinking is, it's easier, right? It's easier. All I've got to do is design, right? All I've got to do is design. I send that to my POD supplier. I load up the designs. It syncs with Etsy. You make a sale. It goes back to the POD supplier. Easy street, right? All you've got to do is design. But that design level is what used to be production. So when you used to have to put all that time and effort into production, it's not gone anywhere. It's not got easier. It's not, because now all your problems are here. All your problems are here. The work has moved from production to design. Because now it's so easy. Everyone can open a Shopify store, right? load hundreds of designs into the Shopify store, bounce them over to Etsy, and just flood Etsy with 500, 1,000 low grade, low quality POD designs. That gets you nowhere. It will not work. If you're thinking about that, by the way, just don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't load up a Shopify store and then throw it all into Etsy. It won't work. You will have 0 sales and a dead store. Don't bother, right? So here's the problem, and this is where you're all falling over. You think it's enough to go and get a design from Creative Fabric and Design Bundles. The designs look good, yeah? Some of them are good, right? But number one, it's Etsy illegal to do that. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You've got to create the design yourself. And number two, everybody's doing it. So not only you are joining a way of selling on Etsy that everybody's doing, but now you're selling products with designs that everybody is doing. So I did a video recently where I talked about designs, and for every successful design you create here, over here, you're going to create 20, 30, 40 or more that fail. Just think about that. Just to get one design that sells a couple of items, couple of sales a month, right? Just ticking over. You're going to create 20, 30, 40 that fail with no sales at all. Dead, buried, gone. And that is with you designing. That is with you taking the time to do all the designs. Do you know how long it takes to create a design for POD? 2 to 6 hours. You know, if it's going to be good, it's going to be different. You've put thought and research and process into this. And then 20, 30, 40 are going to fail. No one will tell you this. No one will tell you the reality of this stuff. I'm just trying to point out what this is like. The time has moved from production and money into design itself. And this is why the reality of print on demand is so hard. I'm not saying don't do print on demand. I do work with clients who do print on demand, but they've put the effort in here to really understand what it takes to make winning designs, and it's not easy. You've got to have this reality check. No one else is giving you a reality check here. This is the reality. So get into my comments. Let me know if you're doing print on demand specifically. How's it going? Is it going well? Let me know. Amazing. Let others know in my comments. Cool. If it's not going well, let me know if this is now making sense. Are you putting time into designs or not? You know, what's happening here? Let me know if you're not doing well, what your situation looks like. And as always, if you want to work with me, don't wait, don't guess. The booking now button's coming up on your screen. This takes you to a booking calendar for a one-to-one free discovery call with me about your Etsy store so that I can work with you in a paid consultation or mentoring to improve your Etsy business. It's really straightforward. I'm right here. I'm available. Work with me. So I look forward to catching you in a consultation and catching you in the comments. Cheers.